football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Maryland Terrapins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, I caught up with the UCLA head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. They'll try the right side. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain.
There's a crease. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bruins.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And they'll take over first and 10.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And they did tack on the extra point.
UCLA 14, Maryland 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Manning. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use it.
Into the secondary on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Terrapins will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. Punts it out of the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Terrapins have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's Washington. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start.
Makes the grab and room to run. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The give is to Williams. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up 1st and goal, a chance to continue their field.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Terrapins! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Was completed via the screen.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Play action, Iamaleava. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads quickly. And he's knocked down. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
It's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Woods. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They'll keep it on the ground. Finding. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Still running at the 40. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The run inside. It's Williams. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Washington. Looking for the score! And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
4th and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback. You trust him. You trust him handling the football. He does what he's supposed to do, gets downhill, makes the 4th down conversion, and they get in for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down on the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
Inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
First down for the offense.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Say it in the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
They are perfect on 4th down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They didn't even let him sniff it. Knocked him out of bounds, well short of the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Woods. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's a little room there. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
So now it's 2nd and long. Delayed handoff. It's Cox. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands This is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Iamaleava. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off play action on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Back to pass, it's Washington. Caught over the middle, it's Durham. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. The run inside, it's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Terrapins in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He gets a block. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Running inside, it's Cox. Turning it on. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. He got it, feet down in bounds.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone, it's Manning. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll go to the counter play. Got enough for the first. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with UAB taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Blazers with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. Make it 2 in a row for that ball club after they started the season 1-1. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Makes the catch. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Iamaleava under fire. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Woods. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running the power play as a running back, you've got to be patient and know that needs to hit up the middle. If you try to bounce it outside, you risk getting a tackle for loss, and that's what happened.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield, under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's Washington. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete on the comeback. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. He's got it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Terrapins are facing 3rd and inches. Got a little space. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see.
It's a seam rod. Touchdown, Maryland! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Snags it, and there's running room. Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Terrapins! Blown was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Woods. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting...
Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Hands it off on the counter. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Makes the grab. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Good enough for a first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing, Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield. It's Knight. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run it on the counter. There he goes. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Washington. He's going to take a shot. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this. Upstairs, he's got it. Touchdown, Bruins! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. To throw, it's Washington. Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
The Terrapins line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Right on the money. Smashes through the tackle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Could be an alley. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Terrapins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Holds and fires complete to the right. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The give is to Smith. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
What a disappointment. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. The option, the keeper. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Washington. Lets it fly. He's got it down the field. Running free. Getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. The run inside. It's Smith. There's some room. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
When you're an offensive lineman, you have to sell pass on a draw play. You got to set real quick, make it look like a pass, and then boom, I'm leaving that guy. I'm hitting that running back right behind him. Now I can get to the 2nd level, and you can see when I do that, you make big gains like this, catch the defense off guard.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
The Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, and they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker wants this thing. He told his head coach, get me on the right hash. I can draw this thing on the kick. It's the angle I want to go and win this game.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll go right back to him. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive.